Hi, it's Pastor Ken from Northminster Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Hope you're having a great day and your week is going well. I have this trophy in my office and I almost forgot about it. And I'm not exactly sure if I can even remember when I got it, but it says here on the little thing here, the little plate, says Northminster B Volleyball League, third place, Northminster, 1996, first half. And I guess at some point in 1996, in the first half, I played on the Northminster B volleyball team. And that was when our actual volleyball or basketball court was where the children's courtyard is now. And and so I guess I must have played and I got this trophy. And I just looked at it like a couple days ago and I thought, that's interesting. Did someone just give this to me or did I earn it? So I'm going to assume that I earned it, at least for this devotion. But it's great to get a prize when you do something, right? You can kind of keep it. And it's third place. That doesn't excite me. It's too bad. I always try to go for first place. But anyway, I'm happy that I got third place, along with our team members who I don't even remember who they were. Anyway, in the book of Philippians, Paul says this in chapter 3, verse 14. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Paul talks about a prize. He uses the word prize there because everybody would have known what that meant. There were all kinds of games going on in all kinds of cities where Rome controlled. They all had little coliseums or mini coliseums with sporting events that went on. And so to win a prize was a great thing. You could even win your freedom by winning a certain prize if you were a slave. And so as I thought about winning a prize, three ideas came to mind. The first idea is, do you have a goal or a purpose? You know, I was amazed while watching the Olympics that almost every athlete that they talked to about the prize that they won, they would talk about how, well, this started when I was 7 years old, or when I was 8 years old, or 11 years old. And they had a goal. They knew what that specific goal was, not just a goal to win anything or something, but a goal to win in a certain activity, a certain sport, to be the best at that sport, not just every sport. And that's interesting because sometimes I'll hear people say, well, I just want to serve God. And that's wonderful. We all want to serve God, but is there a specific place that you want to serve God? Is there a specific ministry in which you want to serve God? And so make that your goal. The second one is, what does it take? You know, Paul knew what it would take. He knew what it would take. He knew what it took to be a Pharisee of the Pharisee. And then he knew what it would take to be an apostle of Jesus Christ. It would take time. It would take work. It would take disappointments and failures. It would take moving around. And he was willing to do that. And the third one then is, are you willing to sacrifice? Again, if you go back to the Olympics and you talk to the parents of the athletes, they will tell you what it took, what sacrifices they had to make, and the sacrifices that their son or their daughter had to make to achieve this goal. And we know the sacrifices that Paul made, the sacrifices that the disciples made, and certainly the sacrifices that Jesus makes. He had a purpose to call and redeem a chosen people unto God, unto himself. That was his goal. It was a specific goal, and he knew what it would take. He knew the sacrifice that it would take, and that was the cross. And it's interesting that Jesus tells us we need to carry our cross. Each of us have a cross to bear. And so, do you have a specific goal? Do you know what that is? What will it take to get there? And are you willing to make the sacrifice? And all of us have to answer those questions. They're good questions. There's no easy answers. And it usually takes a long time. So I don't know if you've got any of these in your house still somewhere, but I've got this one, and so it's just reminded me of what it takes to win even third place. And isn't it wonderful to know that Christ came and he knew his purpose and he lived that purpose out. Well, blessings to you on this day and this week.